Ito ang Broad Streamcast Communicators, ang naiba at kakaibang plataforma sa digital broadcast. Mula Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao hanggang sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo. Broad Streamcast Communicators, ang sandigan ng sambayanan mula sa walang labis at walang kulang na pagbabalita, paglilingkod, maglalahad ng mga mapagbuong komentaryo at usaping pambayan para sa kapakanan ng karamihan. Broad Streamcast Communicators, tuwirang maglilingkod ngayon hanggang sa susunod na henerasyon. Buhay Online, chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Ating tunghayan, pakinggan at tuklasin ang mga pangyayari at kaganapan sa mundo ng online. Buhay Online, chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Alamin ang pinaka-latest trends mula sa trabaho at kung hanggang saan na ang narating ng teknolohiyang ito. At ngayon, narito na ang ating host, ang ating Techie Mami, si Jaye C. Bautista.
Hello everyone. Happy Wednesday po. Welcome to the show. Of course, it's July. Ano ba yan? July. Pasok pa lang mali na. August 4 na. Kasi talaga, itong pag-work from home at staying home and working from home, I really lose track of time, day, time, and everything else, right? It's August. It's August 4 already. Kasi talaga namang unbelievable di ba? August, tapos next month, burn na. Burn months na next month. It meaning to say, of course, sa ibang bansa, towards it's fall na, fall. Tapos winter. Diba? Winter, spring, summer, or fall, right? Tapos winter na, ang bayan, Christmas na naman. Parang kaka-Chinese New Year lang nung mag-anniversary itong pandemic. But I really can't believe it. We're already in August, right? And it's of course, while everybody's enjoying the glory of the Olympics, diba? Sunod-sunod naman, after ng gold ni Hedlin, silver naman ni Nesty, right? Women empowerment talaga, yuhu! Right? But when we think about it, parang worsening yung situation ng virus because ina-anticipate itong Delta variant na to. Kakatakot, right? I don't know, there's mixed messages and misinformation regarding effective or hindi effective daw itong mga vaccine dun sa bagong virus. So, tuloy, nagkakaroon ng panibagong fear about even getting vaccinated. You know, like today, I was just talking to a student of mine, a Japanese student na binawi nila yung kanilang appointment sa vaccine. Silang magnanay kasi wag na lang daw. Ano ba yan? Diba? We want to be vaccinated sana. So please, eventually siguro bibigay na talagang libre yung vaccine na yan. Vaccination na yan, basta mabakunahan na lahat, diba? Pag nag-walk-in, bakunahan na rin kung meron pang gamot. Tama naman yung ginagawa sa sa Manila ni Isko, ni Mayor Isko. Pag may nag-walk-in, pag meron pang gamot, ibigay na, right? Because that's what we want to achieve, right? This herd immunity. But anyway, happy Wednesday, everyone. And how was your night? Nakatulog ba kayong mabuti? Hi, Jake, my dear Jake. Good morning, Jake. Kamusta na? Okay. Bawal na muna ang mga maglalakwatsa ulit. I don't know kasi kung ano bang restrictions dito sa Pampanga kasi nga of course sa Metro Manila starting August 6 ECQ na ulit. Pero kasi like nga sabi nung friend ko tong si Jimmy Aguilera when he was traveling to go to work yesterday, may mga checkpoint na raw tsaka parang ECQ na. Sine-check na yung ID kung taga dun ka, sine-check na kung anong business mo, bakit pupunta ka ng Manila. that's why parang ECQ na rin sa Manila ngayon. Pero dito sa Pampanga, I don't know, basta alam ko, hello there, Perfecto, Bordello ba yun? Bordelio. Hello there, Perfecto. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us today. Watching, sa Nueva Ecija daw, sabi ni Jake, lockdown na. Oh, kaya nga. What about here in Pampanga? I know that yung age group ulit, binalik sa bawal lumabas yung mga 18 years old and below, right? Tsaka yung mga 60 and above, bawal pa na ulit lumabas. I don't know lang kung dito din sa Pampanga ganun. Pero sa Manila, ECQ na talaga in levels eh. But kasi dito sa Pampanga, we've always been, for more than a year, MGCQ tayo dito sa Pampanga, which is the closest thing to anybody could have to normal, right? Especially dito sa probinsya, my sisters are always concerned when they see me, pag nagpo-post kami ng mga events namin dito sa Pampanga na hindi nakamas mga tao. Dito kasi rin sa Pampanga, especially dito sa probinsya, right? Na yung mga tao parang walang COVID. But of course, we have to be concerned. Kasi nga, even if kunyari mababa yung number of infections here per barangay or whatever, still it happens, right? Marami pa rin na-infect. Kaya nga hindi porke nasa baryo ka or nasa open air, hindi ka na ng mga safety protocols, right? You still have to keep wearing masks. All right? You're turning 19 na, Jake. When is your birthday, Jake? Make sure pag birthday mo, pumunta ka dito para mabati ka namin, ha? So anyway, welcome to our viewers today. Hello. Welcome to Buhay Online. This is Jaye Bautista joining you, of course. I mean, you're joining me. Salamat at nandito kayo. Dahil, of course, pinapag-usapan pa lang natin na yun na nga yung situation nitong ating pagla-lockdown again because of this Delta variant virus. Okay. I think itong Olympics na to magkakaroon ng bagong virus kasi grabe sa Tokyo alone kahapon 3,000 or more infections in Tokyo alone, ha. Pero wala silang pakialam dahil happy sila sa Olympics. Anong sabi mo, Jake? Nagpalista ka na sa vaccination. Oo, dahil yung mga age group nyo, binabakunahan na at saka please talaga magpabakuna. That's important. Kahit na ba kung effective man yun sa Delta variant o hindi, at least you have that layer of protection against the virus, okay? So please, magpabakuna na kayo. Ako, I already have. I'm waiting for my second jab next week. Anyway, thank you so much, Alette, for joining me today. So are we still on the subject, of course, of how technology is affecting us or how it's affecting our lives? Are we too dependent on computers? Diba? Ako na nga inamin ko na totoo yan. Technology per se, hindi lang computers. I am dependent on technology for my livelihood, for Buhay Online talaga because my life is online. My work is online. Yun na nga ang pinag-usapan lang natin talaga. We just have to know that dapat aware tayo kung gaano ka-affected tayo ng technology para wag naman ma-addict dito, right? Na dapat ready tayo, for example, kung mawalang ng teknolohiya, alam pa rin natin mabuhay sa mundo. We can still fend, right? Back in the days na wala namang mga internet and all that, right? Okay? But so yesterday, kasi nga, di ba, ang tagal na nagtatanong kung ano yung mga job sites na pwedeng hanapan ng trabaho nowadays. And I already gave a few yesterday, which is, of course, siriripaso ko lang, tapos tutuloy ko where I left off. Where can we find jobs? Okay, I gave a list of online job sites. Ulitin ko na lang ulit, pero hindi ko napapag-usapan isa-isa. Kasi, di ba, unang-una, sinabi natin, why is it so hard to find a job during the this pandemic? Bakit? Because businesses have closed down, di ba? Several lockdowns have been implemented, which means fewer people go outside. Okay? This is bad news for shops since they'll surely lose customers. Maraming, di ba kaya nga naging masikat yung online shopping kasi social distancing, ayaw nang pumunta sa tindahan. Oo nga. Yung aking mister ay nahawa na rin sa bandwagon namin mag-anak na umorder itong si Kiani at saka ako sa Lazada or Shopee. So yeah, he finally had his son Hendrix make him an account in Lazada. At ayun, ako nga matagal ko na hindi nakita yung loob ng SM because umorder na lang. So yung akin ding better half, umorder ng socks tsaka ng boxers online, right? And that's first niya yun. That's his first shot at shopping online. Kasi lagi niya kami pinapagsabi, ano ba to kayo? Ano pa na yan, deliver dito ng Shopee tsaka Lazada. Si Kiani tsaka ikaw. Ako naman, dami ko ng palpak na purchases online na ilang beses na akong na-scam. But anyway, yun. Why is it so hard? Ayan, bumalik na tayo sa topic ko. Why is it so hard to find jobs nowadays? Because nga companies have closed. Tapos, yun pa, companies are restructuring, right? A lot of businesses in yung mga non-essential have moved to remote operations, diba? This strategy has caused many business owners to let go of some employees to make the team much leaner and to avoid unnecessary overheads. So when companies are downsizing, it just means that they don't have a need yet. Di pa sila nag-hire, right? Hello there, Amoxy Jane Marglo. Good morning. What is this? Teka. Amoxy. Anroxy. Anrox? Is that the way to pronounce your name? Anroxy or Anrox? Jane Marglo. Hello there. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to Buhay Online. At welcome itong mga kasama natin palagi, sila Jake Elizar. Pinapag-usapan pa lang, bakit mahirap maghanap ng trabaho nowadays sa pandemic? Unang-una na nga, companies have closed. A lot of people have lost their jobs because companies are restructuring and downsizing. Tapos, di ba, yung mga kumpanya, they're still adjusting, di ba? When companies are restructuring to favor a virtual work setup, yun na nga, madaming nag-adjust sa pandemya and technology ang gamit dito. Kasi maraming mga tindahan, maraming mga restaurants, maraming mga businesses went online. Of course, they're still operational. Bukas pa rin yung kanilang physical stores, brick and mortar stores ang tawag dyan, pero take out lang, right? So they had to go online. So companies are still adjusting, fixing their virtual setup. So they still need to make a lot of adjustments. So hindi pa sila nag-hire. This could be especially difficult for mga traditional brick and mortar companies nga that aren't used to going full on with technology or ang gamit ng teknolohiya para i-market ang kanilang mga produkto or magtinda ng pagkain or whatever, right? The adjustment period can take a long time, right? So yung mga iba, hindi pa sila ready mag-hire. And there will be a series of trial and errors that are involved, which is nangyari na nga this past year. Trial and error yung mga ibang businesses. Pero nakikita ko nga, like dito sa Pampanga, ang daming lumabas na sa mall yung negosyo. Kasi nga, aminin natin, especially nga ako nga, kasi I know this firsthand because my sister, our family business is in franchises and food, no? Like yun na nga, like yung mga Tokyo Tempura chain. My sister had to close down 200 branches in the malls. Sorry to say nga, kasi at nilabas nila sa mall yung kanilang mga kiosk, naging mga mobile. Kasi nga, yung mga malls hindi na napupuno. Unang-una dito sa Pilipinas, bawal mapuno yung mall ng ganun. There's several number of people na hinahayaan pumasok. At the same time, may oras din maaga yung nagsasara. So, naapektuhan talaga ang business sa mall. So, pag meron ka mga franchises sa mall, parang yung iba hindi na lang nami-meet yung overhead nila or break even lang, pambayad ng rent, tsaka mga empleyado na nagbabantay. So, yun, my sister and their business, which is Tokyo Tempura, they took their business out of the malls, okay, and into the streets, okay. So, nagkaroon sila ng offer nga na to open Tokyo Tempura franchises free. Hanap lang kayo ng pwesto na pwedeng paglagyan. Alright? But anyway, so yun. So companies are still adjusting to the new normal way of operations. And that's why there's not a lot that are hiring dun sa mga physical stores or mga companies. Pero, di ba? Pero dun sa mga online na jobs, ang dami. Like yung online training, online tutoring, online teaching, whether it's academic subjects or tutorials, or English as a second language learning, marami dyan. Marami sa online. Maraming openings, right? So, kung yan ang kind of work na kaya niyong gawin, marami po. Pero ito, yung mga online job sites sa Philippines for job hunting para sa pandemya ito, sinabi ko na kahapon, ulitin ko na lang ulit, jobstreet.com, okay? Number 1, yung Caliber, K-A-L-I-B-R-R, alright? Tapos yung Indeed, I-N-D-E-E-D, yung sa LinkedIn, of course, pwede kayong mag-post ng resume dyan. Sa Boss Job, okay? Ang Boss Job, hindi masyadong popular, pero actually, it's a good resource. As with many online job sites, you need to create an account dito sa Boss Job. Boss, as in B-O-S-S job. And a resume to apply for opportunities posted sa Boss Job. Once done, the application is relatively easy. A click of a button sends your profile to prospective employers. Boss Job has various opportunities from technology roles to top management positions. So these are the medyo higher echelon kind of jobs, di ba? Sa Amerika kasi uso yung mga headhunters na always nag-out to get professionals, especially pag matagal. Hindi lang man tenure lang din iniisip, basta yung skills at expertise mo, ipapilot ka from your present job kung magaling ka, right? And dito sa Boss Jobs, ang opportunities are sa technology, tsaka yung mga top management positions, administrative to CEO levels. Search for jobs by job title, location, industry, specialization, work experience, and salary. You can also sort out jobs here from verified companies or remote positions, okay? Yan. Tapos sinabi ko yung workabroad.ph. Ayan. Para sa mga gusto mag-overseas workers. Workabroad.ph yung site na dapat nyong puntahan. Workabroad, isang word siya together. I mean, 3 words put together. Work abroad. Workabroad.ph. Kasi minura ko na yung mga sinulat ko kahapon ng pangit kasi sinulat ko. Hindi nyo rin mababasa. There are an estimated 2.2 million OFWs in the world leaving home to provide for their loved ones. So if you're planning to follow the same path, yan, dyan kayo sa workabroad.ph maghanap ng trabaho. Okay? This online site also lets you browse jobs from agencies registered under the POEA. All right? So take note that only agencies under the POEA can recruit employees for overseas jobs. Okay? So pag hindi sila accredited sa POEA, huwag niyong salihan kasi dyan kayo masascam. Diba? Maraming mga fly-by-night din na kunyari manning agencies or employment agencies. Tapos hihingan kayo ng bond na 100,000 pesos or whatever na hulugan nyo, scam. Tapos pagdating nyo, wala kayong real trabaho doon. Oh my gosh. Mabuti nga kung maparating pa kayo, right? Alright. So ano pa? Onlinejobs.ph, okay? Tapos doon tayo tumigil kahapon sa onlinejobs.ph, right? So ano pa yung mga ibang companies? Ang onlinejobs.ph, okay? Okay? This is a remote, here you get remote job opportunities from companies around the world. It's not just the Philippines, okay? This job site stands as an avenue where employers connect with Pinoy professionals who want to work from home. See? So specifically do sa mga gusto mag-work from home, dito kayo magsali sa onlinejobs.ph, alright? Onlinejobs.ph doesn't deduct anything from your salary, which is good because a lot of the job sites take about 10%, may as high as 20% pa from your salary. Employers pay their workers directly. So removing the middlemen dito sa transaction na to, diretso kayo dun sa employer. Di maganda, right? By creating an onlinejobs.ph account and an online resume, you can apply for opportunities by job title, sector, or type of work. You can also filter jobs based on your employment type, tsaka sa salaries, okay? This site has an ID-proof feature which determines both employers and seekers' trust scores. The more information you provide to prove your identity, the higher your ID trust score will be. So yan ang onlinejobs.com. Anong susunod naman ay CareerJet. Okay, sulat na nga natin. CareerJet. Okay? Career Jet, at saka siyempre yung Monster. Mamaya na yan. Okay. Na-mention ka rin kahapon, Career Jet, tapos Monster.com. Tapos ito yung freelancer, kasali ko dyan, right? If you want to try freelancing, okay, here in freelancing, they bid the jobs, okay? So, based on your resume or your credentials, tsaka yung syempre, when the price is right, kasi may bidding dyan. People bid for the projects, okay? Create an account then. Importante dyan sa freelancer is to create an account, okay? Create an account, and then, of course, pass your resume, all right? And Freelancer offers freelancing opportunities from employees across the globe and in various sectors, from virtual assistants, web design, video editing, accounting, and writing. Maraming writing jobs din dyan sa Freelancer, okay? Of course, so once done, you can start applying for jobs after you've put in your application or actually information like your resume, okay? Sort for opportunities by skills, expertise, or pricing. Then place your bid for the vacancy and wait if the employer chooses you. Yun. Dito, nagbibid dyan para sa mga trabaho. So, writing jobs, whether it's writing jobs, virtual assistant jobs, you have to bid for it. Marami kayong kalaban, pero, keep trying. Malay mo, ikaw yung magustuhan, right? Siyempre, tapos yun, yung mga ESL schools, okay, you can join them. Ayoko i-endorse, pero yun, marami dyan na nag-hire palagi. Pero kasi, having a lot of experience in the ESL realm of the world, I have a lot to say about companies like that, And ayoko na lang, wag na lang ako mag-endorse ng any because I have something to say about almost all of these English online schools. But, if you're passionate about teaching the English language, you can apply for a job in any of those ESL schools that you can see na nag-i-intrude na sa ating mga social media pages, okay? Well, sige na nga. Okay, isang example dyan is Rare Job. Well, of course, Rare Job, wala akong beef with Rare Job. In fact, they were hiring me, but hindi ko tinuloy yung application ko because I was not ready to not have flexible hours of working, and then you have to devote certain hours there. But Rare Job is a top online English school in Japan. Students enrolled in this school are mostly Japanese or people residing in Japan. If you get hired, you'll be teaching people of different ages. However, most of them are working professionals who are probably learning English for business and for corporate purposes, okay? Sa Rare Job, yung mga lessons are conducted through the school's very own communication platform or learning management system. Each lesson takes 25 minutes, making this job a good match for those looking for a side gig. Also, you don't need to have a college degree. You can apply as long as you're 18 years old, and of course, as long as you can speak English. Which is, ayan ang ano ko sa mga, sorry, I don't mean to rag on anybody because a lot of these online English schools are hiring undergrads or kahit na iba nga, kahit walang experience, baka makabasa ka lang ng English. Which I think is not really, not for anything, okay? Because of course, my partner and I, mga kapartner ko sa Media Whiteboard Inc., we're also trying to establish a training center for online English teachers. And we're also actually trying to put up a group or a party list for online English teachers, not only to standardize yung pay, but also to yung quality ng teachers. Kasi most of these online English schools, whether they're from China, Japan, or Korea, they hire Filipino English teachers. Pero yun na nga yung teacher na word tuloy nowadays. Medyo nalulungkot ako kasi nga yung quality ng teachers dito sa online, hindi maganda. I mean, you see them teaching English as a second language to Chinese, Koreans, Europeans, and other nationalities. Pero yun na nga, hindi naman tama minsan yung tinuturo kasi nga hindi naman talaga sila teacher, right? But wala silang enough education to even correct their students or and some of them, the pronunciation, because they can't pronounce it themselves. Kasi nga, itong mga skwelang to, naging parang dime a dozen. Kagaya sa China alone, 30 million students learning English. Or now in Japan, dumadami na rin. Pero yun na nga, for me, yung experience ko nga dyan, kagaya ng experience ko noon, nung kami one of the very first online English teachers here in the Philippines when I helped that Korean company Edunara and WePhone put their curriculum together or fix their materials. Kasi unang-una mali-mali yung mga materials na tinuturo noon. Kasi nga, the foreign student does not know any better kung ang tinuturo niya sa kanilang tama or mali. Or kung yung pronunciation ng kanilang teacher na trying hard to speak with an American accent is tama, right? Or yun na nga, yung mga iba, hindi nila kino-correct yung students na because they don't know any better, because they don't know if it's the correct grammar or anything. Because madaming mga online English teachers, so to speak, don't even have correct grammar. My gosh, I have mga kasama sa work na I cringe at the sight of their sentences and stuff. But anyway, that's another story. Ang ibig ko lang sabihin, makakakuha kayo ng trabaho at mag-hire talaga sila kasi basta marunong ka lang mag-English at magbasa ng English na materials na binibigay naman sa'yo, spoon-fed naman yung mga lessons. Even the way to conduct the lesson, tinuturo doon. Pasok ka na, okay? Basta makabasa ka ng English at makaturo ng lesson sa English. Pero ang doon, yung quality ng education na binibigay niya. Pero wala naman pakialam yung mga nagde-negosyo na yan eh. Sa kanila basta nag-enroll, right? And it's sad. Pero that's my advocacy ang aking kapartner na si Fatima, to have quality education be given, right? To any student, whether it's online English or the academic subjects. And lalo na nga itong ESL learning na kinukuha nila Filipino English teachers. We want to upgrade that para wag tayong babayaran ng barya, para sa pagtuturo ng English. Diyos mio, mababa ng sweldo. Samantalang pagka native speaker, you're teaching the same material but you're getting paid 300% less. Okay? I have, of course, the good fortune of being classified as a native speaker sa pagtuturo ko because not only can I speak like an American, of course, yun na nga, I have dual citizenship kasi. So, for them, I'm considered na rin American. So, kaya yung sweldo ko is actually so different from the Filipino English teacher. Samantalang yung material na tinuturo nyo, pareho, right? Yun nga lang, yung accent lang na inaano nila doon. But anyway, so there. So you can also look for jobs in mga rare job and many other ESL schools. Pwede kayo makakuha ng trabaho. Tapos yung mention ko rin yung Fiverr, Fiverr, right? Fiverr, pag freelancer ka rin, pwede ka rin sa Fiverr. Okay? Fiverr is like this. Okay, like this, right? Fiverr, hindi fiber optics with a V, Fiverr with a V, parang number 5, tapos nagyan mo ng isa pang R. Yan, Fiverr, okay? Alright. If Fiverr is also a good place to start if you're a freelancer. This is an online marketplace that connects you to clients looking for specific services, okay? It's called Fiverr, as the prices of many services here start at $5, okay? Got a wide of, if you have got a wide range of skills, kung diverse ang inyong skills at talento, you can work on multiple jobs from different industries. For instance, if you're a financial consultant with excellent graphic design skills, you can offer logo design services and business consulting. It's great for people who enjoy working on a unique project every time. Just a reminder though that Fiverr receives a 20% commission from each completed gig. Ang laki, no? For instance, if you completed a US dollars, $5 gig, you'll be taking home $4 instead of 5. Kasi kukuha na ng 20%. Oh, ito yung favorite ko, yung Upwork. Okay? Upwork, right? Ito yung popular. You can't talk about freelancing if you do not know Upwork. Okay? Because Upwork is, ano na yan, napakadami ng users and members. Okay? So, this is Upwork. Yan yung spelling ng Upwork. Alright? You can't talk about freelancing and Upwork without bringing up Upwork, okay? In one breath kasama siya. One of the most popular online job sites among Filipinos is Upwork, okay? If you're serious about freelancing, kung seryoso kayong mag-freelance na, okay, you quit your job or you lost your job, okay, Upwork is a good place for you to start, okay? You want to start a business out of it, this platform is worth trying. You can easily set up your free account, create an impressive profile, and decide on your payment option. Kayo na decide kung magkano gusto yung sweldo makuha, pero gandahan nyo lang yung resume nyo at pakita nyo yung i-feature nyo yung best points about why they should hire you, right? On your dashboard dito, pag pumunta ka sa Upwork, you will find companies and employers looking for a professional to do a job. Applying for the role will require you to make a convincing pitch, okay? But if you've accumulated enough experience, clients will be coming to you, okay? Sila na yung lalapit sa'yo. If you get hired, you may choose to get paid siguro hourly rate, a fixed rate, or a per project rate. Depende kasi, because as a freelancer, you determine your pricing based on your credentials or what you can do. Ako nga, sabi ko sa inyo I have more work now than before the pandemic because of course I'm a freelancer. I've been freelancing naman for the most part of my life, of my working life, but enjoying that. Yun na nga, sabi nila, pag freelancer ka, wala kang benefits, wala kang SS, wala kang PhilHealth. This is a reality. If you're a freelancer and you're earning well and you know how to earn well, actually, not to brag or boast, but you can actually reach a six-figure salary and then you can buy your own insurance, right? You can pay for your own pag-ibig. You can continue making hulog to your PhilHealth. Kasi nga, yung earnings mo are enough and more than enough to sustain your working life with benefits. Pero yun nga, sisipagan mo lang. Mas talaga naman talaga. It's a lot more, it's a lot of, there's more hard work to do pag freelancer ka. Pero like I said, like I always say, the amount of money that I earn and the capacity, it depends on my ability or depends on how much work I can handle. Diba? Like right now, ako na nga yung umaayaw sa trabaho because sa dami ng opportunities na nabibigay sa akin ngayon to earn. Kasi you have to think about it. You have to examine yourself and say, kaya mo pa ba, right? If there's greed and whatever in your mind, parang, kaya ko pa talaga to, ipupush ko ba to, dahil kaya ko pang idoble tong kita ko. Pero hello, zombie ka na. Sobra ka na, 24/7 ka na nagtatrabaho. Ako nga ngayon, almost there na sa pag-work 24/7 because I'm working 7 days a week practically. But I have learned how to say stop and tell myself, yan ang din ng pitfalls ng pag-work from home. Wala ka ng difference ng work-home because I live and work and breathe and eat and sleep where I work, right? So, actually, that is the one that causes me to work more because alam kong nandiyan lang yung computer ko. Alam kong pagbukas ko ng computer ko or hindi ko na nga pinapatay, andyan ang trabaho. Pero you have to put the step on the brakes on how much you can handle, right? As a freelancer, you determine your own time, you determine your own availability and capacity to work, all right? Ano pang isang place where we can find work online? It's Facebook. Tara! Yeah, di ba? Nowadays, lagi nang may nag-intrude na message or notification na merong job opening sa ganito. Kasi nga, Facebook has opened its marketplace to include employment opportunities, right? Facebook siya, syempre, probably ito ang pinakagamit na social media platform, right? Maybe the last thing that comes to mind when it comes to job hunting and online job sites is Facebook, but it is also an option, right? It's good to know that even in Facebook, kahit dyan nagsososyalan tayo, nagchat-chat, nagbebenta ng ating kung anik-aniks, there is also a place there where you can actually look for jobs, right? And that's good because in that way, mas lalong maraming added feature yan sa Facebook. Yung convenience and facility of things, right? Talagang magaling na ano yan, idea, right? So, use the platform's job search function and you'll see an assortment of jobs from bank customer service representative to delivery driver. This is Facebook I'm talking about, okay? You can also check out interest-focused groups, as some employers are posting job announcements there. Okay, for instance, you can find groups that welcome people looking for virtual assistant jobs or copywriting roles. Merong mga niche dyan, may mga clicks, mga niche dyan sa Facebook na pwede nyung salihan, right? Like yun na nga, yung mga naghahanap ng virtual jobs, mga ESL teachers, right? They have groups that you can join, all right? So that you can have more information regarding the kind of job that you want to have or want to apply for, all right? From time to time, you'll also find job postings on Twitter. Yun na nga, nagkaroon na. Kasi nagpo-post naman sila ng mga ads doon, so why not job postings, right? If you're an advertising creative, a social media strategist, or an accounts executive, you can check May opening Badyan to see jobs in the marketing industry and a few other industries too. Natawa ko dun May opening Badyan. That's cute. I didn't know there was such a thing, right? Well, maybe there is. All right. So those are the things. Talagang creative ang Pinoy mag-coin ng mga words. Just leave it to the Filipino wit. All right? Very good. Okay. So, going back to what we were talking about. Nawala ang cue ko Nasaan na ba ako? Yeah, dun sa mga companies na nililista natin to find a job. Okay? Pero yan na nga, yung may opening ba dyan to see jobs in the marketing industry, you can find that. Okay? Ano nyo lang sila, i-Google. Just a word of caution for everyone, pag-iingat po, scams are rampant in Facebook. Okay? As we know, there's, like I said yesterday, there's sexual predators there. There's scammers that steal your identity there. There are fake recruitment agencies. So, buyer beware ulit. Caveat emptor, mag-ingat kayo. Facebook taking advantage of job seekers are desperately in need of a job. You know, ang Facebook mapagsamantala din dyan kung hindi mo alam kung sino yung mga kinakausap mo. No? So be wary, be careful, and be on the lookout for warning signs of a job scam during your online job search on Facebook or kahit sa anong social network. Check out Facebook's job hunting guidelines, okay? Okay? So ito ang binibigay na guidelines ni Facebook para sa mga nag-a-apply ng trabaho. Okay, ready? Sabi nila, when you job hunt in the Philippines, these are some tips that you should watch out for. Of course, update your CV ASAP. Especially, adjust nyo sa panahon, right? Baka mga outdated na yung ibang terms or mga realities. You've got to make sure that everything in your resume is accurate tsaka up to date. Pag mayroong mga inconsistencies sa information kasi, the recruiter might get the impression that you are not a detailed either. Buti nga kung ang isipin na nila hindi ka detail-oriented. What if isipin nila sinungaling ka kasi hindi ka nag-disclose ng tamang information, right? So please, okay, make it update your CVs or resumes, okay? Tapos, don't ignore your cover letter kasi that matters, okay? Your cover letter is as important as your resume. That's your introduction about yourself, diba? While your CV highlights your technical skills and achievements, your cover letter demonstrates your written communication skills, okay? Line of thinking mo, check and interest in the job and company. So create a good impression by writing a straightforward letter. And avoid cliches and big words and fluff, okay? To make your letter more convincing, pointing out the similarities between your previous work and the new job. Doing this will show a recruiter that you can easily make the transition, okay? Na kaya mo mag-adjust, okay? Pakita mo sa kanila yan, alright? Tapos ulit, another thing as a tip for people looking for jobs here in the Philippines, okay, it is updating your work portfolio, okay? If you're a writer, a designer, or advertising creative, your portfolio is proof of your skills and hard work. Yeah, totoo naman. So, see to it that it features only the best of your works. Remove any outdated or irrelevant pieces para yung mga strengths mo ang ma-highlight. Okay, wag na yung masyadong maraming abla-abla. Tsaka yung mga luma na information, tanggalin na. Ano pa? Widen your search. Look beyond heavily affected industries. Okay? Many hard-hit industries in this pandemic, such as tourism and air travel, may not be hiring en masse anymore. Not like before, bilang, di ba? Ang dami-dami sa isang place. Lahat i-fill out the application, i-interviewin. Pero because of the times, because of pandemic, there's no reason, okay, to hire a lot of people right now. So if you're dreaming of being part of these industries like air travel, tourism, you can park that wish mo na for now. Kasi hindi sila nag-hire, nagbabawas pa nga, di ba? Nagkaroon pa nga ng rumor na yung Philippine Airlines sasara na. But they're still operational, so I don't know if that was fake news or not. So instead, check out some jobs in the essential industry. Tama, food and health. Dahil yan ang mga bukas, yan ang hindi sila nagsara, yan ang mga nangangailangan ng tao kasi maraming kailangan trabahuhin dahil essentials yan right? There may be some competition, but at least you know that the business under these categories will always be looking for new employees, right? That's why. Look into the food and health business para mag-apply kayo ng work. All right? Next, master the art of online interviews. Okay? How do we do that? Easily. Well, for some of us, that it's parang second nature lang to use technology and to have real-time experiences or real-time connection with people. If the future of work, tanggapin na natin, is virtual. Okay, so expect that all your interviews will be done online. Ace your interview with simple, effective notes. Okay, kung paano kayo papasa dun sa interview nyo. If you're asked to use a new video chat application, download it right away and be familiar with the controls and settings. Kung beforehand natimbrihan ka na o yung interview natin mamaya, Zoom yan So, i-research mo na kaagad, i-download mo na sa phone mo or wherever. Find a room where there is minimal noise and make sure that you have a nice, clean background. Don't forget to set up your webcam somewhere with good lighting to eliminate your face. You may also put your interview notes or guide on one side of your screen to help you remember some necessary details. All right. Okay, so yun ang mastering the art of online interviews, okay? So, my final thoughts about job hunting. Job hunting during a pandemic is pretty stressful, especially with over 4 million workers already losing their jobs. I'm sad to say, okay? However, try to be positive about your job hunt. Okay, browse these online job sites, okay, that I just told you about, and keep an eye on vacancies that fit your experience. Yan ang dapat niyang gawin. Dito sa mga binanggit ko na mga online mga online job sites. Okay, so please, okay, just be mindful about the ones that you deal with online. Okay, very good. So do we have any questions? Okay, for those who want to fill in the questions, please feel free to talk. Singitan niyo ako, right? Mag-type kayo ng question niyo para masagot ko. And of course, those others that are not online here with me right now or who will be watching me from another place, please feel free to fill in your questions. Please feel free to send them through my messenger or through my Facebook, JC Bautista. Okay? And of course, dito diretso sa Broad Streamcast Communicators kung gusto nyo maghingi ng immediate sagot sa inyong katanungan. Alright? So, okay. So, there, we just gave you a briefing on what companies you can apply in this pandemic. Okay? I hope nakatulong naman sa inyo yung aming listahan, right? So next, what is this? Okay. Now, of course, we go. We started to talk about diba, how technology has redefined remote work and training amid the pandemic. Yun na nga. Like ako kasi, yung negosyo ko rin has training, right? Yung media whiteboard management, we used to do corporate training before the pandemic. But now we are able to do that also online. Because of course, because of Zoom and Lark and Google Teams, okay? We are able to do that still. We can continue our work virtually nga lang, right? Kasi nga, COVID-19 has given severe shocks to the business working environment worldwide. This outbreak of the disease has turned out to be something we had never imagined ever, okay? To some, the consequences were brutal. It, of course, it has transformed the whole world, right? Whether the newly produced vaccines are effective or not, diba? A new normal still seems to have emerged, and we are already living it. We've been living in this new normal for more than a year now, and it will persist. In this new normal, people have minimal face-to-face interactions, aside, of course, except for your family and immediate family members. Along the way, business conduct has changed, okay, and it is made through digital platforms, and it is becoming more and more prevalent, okay, and appears to become a standard practice, okay. A wide range of digital platforms and channels are emerging and still developing. These modern world technological innovations have made working from home or anywhere an acceptable practice in the corporate environment. So, kaya nga, discuss natin itong mga working from home at siningit ko nang sabihin yung mga online job sites because ang daming kulit ng kulit sa email ko and sa message ko to ask, saan ba kami makakahanap ng trabaho? Paano kami mag-a-apply? And I said there's ways to do that online. Okay? Pati kasi mga interviews ngayon virtual na, di ba? Nung araw pa yan talaga technological breakthrough na yung video resumes na when I worked for Ahead and they were looking into doing video resumes and we did that. We went to the schools. Mahihiyain pa lang yung Pinoy nun. Ayaw nilang gumawa ng mga video about themselves para to market themselves. Pero ngayon, kailangan na to. Ang interview mo kasi virtual na. Wala ka ng time ano pa. Kasi yun, doon mo nasasell yung sarili mo face-to-face. Hindi face-to-face, but camera-to-camera. Right? So, remote working was a common practice in specific industries such as software development. Saka sa IT talaga, naging big deal to. Okay? However, this 180-degree paradigm shift due to coronavirus spread has made remote working a business necessity across other sectors as well. All right? The work from home method seems to have benefited both employees and employers, right? First, there is no other alternative now. Second, it is now possible to achieve the same productivity technologically as in an in-premise working environment. Ayun na nga. Totoo naman. And to some extent, working from home, nakita ng maraming mga companies na feasible nga ito, pwedeng gawin. Tsaka yung productivity, hindi naman masyadong, naano lang tayo dyan tungkol sa online studying, online education. Medyo naapektuhan yun in a bad way because yung motivation sa pag-aaral na curtail or nabawasan. Pero remote working, because of course, working is for life, for our lives, for our livelihood. Mas maraming good ang nagawa para sa remote work, so para sa working ang technology. Kasi nga, naging mas efficient sa ibang ways kasi mabilis ka nakakakuha ng information at nakakagawa ng solusyon. Kasi marami ngayon kasi nakikita mo yung solution online na nakakatulong yung technology. But the work ethics has been redefined, okay? By technology, pati yung training, okay? Statistics on remote working, all right? Let's talk about that. DICE, okay? This is DICE, a company a high-tech recruiting platform sa Silicon Valley, surveyed the privileges sought by employees when joining an organization. The results were eye-opening. The remote working option emerged as the most desired perk for technology professionals. Pero kasi nga, nowadays yung mga trabaho sa IT, I have a lot of students in my ESL classes na mga software engineer, mga systems analysts, that they're working from home. Kasi nga, kaya mong gawin yon kahit saan ka nandun sa mundo or kahit anywhere, basta may internet. And that's technology. Pero like, yun na nga, ang sad reality also is not all jobs naman kasi you can do from home. Lalo na yung may mga factory, may mga production, manufacturing, mga clinical tests. Yun na nga, yung kagaya sa medical education, hindi sila makapag-lab. Nag-aaral sa bahay, wala ka naman lab sa bahay mo. Pero for mga jobs na relevant, kagaya ng sa IT industry, okay ang pag-work from home, right? Pero yung mga iba rin, because of confidentiality and security, ayaw nilang pa-work from home yung ibang empleyado kasi ayaw nga nilang madala yung mga data na confidential sa bahay. Kasi baka nakawin or baka, di ba, or mapunta sa wrong hands. That's why not everyone is too keen about remote work. Pero, as the studies have been coming up with, they're saying that maybe after this pandemic situation, some of the companies will retain the work from home premise. Pero siguro hindi 100% of the time, maybe some percentage of the employees will be working from home, some will go to the office. Kasi nga, like sinabi ko noon before sa previous talks ko, sa Amerika, noon pa namin yan ginagawa, yung work from home, because it's part of a psychological aspect sa mental health ng trabahador. Kasi sa Amerika, I mean, where I've lived for 14 years, even before pa when I was working there, but of course I was working for a Fortune 500 company, which is like top companies. Doon sa big companies, hinahayaan kami, pero ang tawag pa nga doon parang mental leave or something, where you can actually say that one day that you choose kung pwede ka magtrabaho from the house. Pumapayag sila. So, hindi naman regular yun na, for example, once a week, umuwi ka sa bahay mo work. Pero through the years na nga, nangyari na yon. There would be days in the week that you would be working from home. Maybe twice a week, you are working from home. Kasi nakatulong din yon sa traffic situation sa America, especially sa LA. No? Even the time of day that people were working, inaayos na eh. There was even a time that we could be working 4 days a week lang, 4 weekdays a week, pero 12 hours a day. Di ba pareho rin yun, parang yung isang araw na yun, sinaksak mo dun sa 4 na araw. Pero okay din, kasi especially like us before, especially kung doon ka sa administrative position or hindi ka na hourly wager, you have a fixed salary whether you work 8 hours or not. And of course, more often than not, lalo na pag nasa admin ka, you are clocking in more than 8 hours a day, because I found myself going home before at 8 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock kasi marami pa akong gagawin, hindi ko natatapos. Hindi naman ako hourly employee, so kasi walang overtime yon, right? So yung 12-hour days ay parang normal lang sa akin. So, actually, maganda nga yung 4 times a week. Pero, 12 hours ka nagtatrabaho kasi you go to work at 7, you leave naman at diba? At 7 o'clock. Pero, meron kang 1 day a week na you can use to do your official stuff. Like, if you work Monday to Thursday, yung Friday mo, free. Which is good. You can do all the stuff that you cannot do pag weekend. Like yung mga bangko bukas. And of course, ngayon, yung bangko yata bukas na pag weekend. Dahil itong BDO, nagsimula niyan eh. Na bukas din pag weekend, pero sa mall lang, right? Kasi basta kung saan meron BDO. But anyway, yun. So, in America, yun. You could do your official stuff on a weekday, on your free day. So, that became actually very, very lucrative. Okay? So, ano pa? Yung cloud data management for accessibility on the go. The basic premise of remote working, okay, is the easy accessibility of data. Okay, data accessibility can be eased by using cloud data management systems or platforms. Cloud has an additional advantage of imparting better data protection. Yung COVID-19 induced lockdown, okay, spurred industries across the world to move their critical infrastructure to the cloud. Yun na nga. That's why nakapag-allow na sila magtrabaho from home kasi binato na nila sa cloud yung kanilang mga data. Even those industries such as healthcare that traditionally were considered to be averse to quick changes are feeling the heat. Remote patient monitoring, totoo naman yan, remote health checkups, virtual doctor visits are becoming more and more visible and in the mainstream. All due to COVID-19 infection risks. Pati nga dentista ngayon, pwede ka na magpa-consult, di ba? Diyan mo na lang ibubukas yung bibig mo sa camera para i-check ka ni dentist, di ba? Pero hindi mo na mararamdaman yung masasakit na gagawin. Pero yun na nga, virtual monitoring, virtual checkups. I mean, really, who would have thought, right? We are now living that, right? You don't have to physically go to the doctor to be diagnosed. Not unless, ayun nga, papakita mo yung mga kung anong nararamdaman mo or kung ano sa katawan mo. Face-to-face na, pwede na, face-to-face, virtually, right? On cam. Anyway, see, time flies when you're having fun. Malapit na naman mag-end ng show, no? So, ano pa, marami pa akong pwedeng sabihin tungkol sa, how technology has affected and redefined remote working. Okay? Tutuloy na lang natin bukas kasi it's almost time to say goodbye, right? But okay, we are of course still in the subject of technology, which is actually what our show is about, and how it is affecting the lives of people now and how we can make it work for us. Okay? Nagpapasalamat ako sa mga bago nating viewers or ngayon ko lang nakita yung pangalan nyo. Si Ann Roxy Jane Marglo, of course, welcome. Si Perfecto Bordalo, and of course, our regulars, of course, si Jake, my beloved Jake, ang mga Lakap family na palaging nakatutok, si Tita Agnes, si Tita Pri Maniago, dyan sa barrio, sila JM. Hello JM, nag-aaral ka bang mabuti online or bakasyon na? But anyway, also shout out, of course, to John Hendricks Lakap, who's spending his summer vacation with us ng daddy niya, and of course my dear Kiani, who's been having a little bit of a tough time studying online. Pero I was telling him nga, no, na siya ang aking first resource tungkol sa pag-aaral online. Eh. But and he's already incoming third year college student. But we will discuss those hurdles at another time when we talk about that again. Kasi kakapag-usapan lang natin yung online education. But anyway, thank you so much for everyone who joined me today on a Wednesday here at Buhay Online. Tapos, maraming salamat sa support, right? And of course, if you want to view the past episodes na na-miss nyo dito sa ating pagla-live stream, you can always check out Broad Streamcast Communicators YouTube channel, which we have. Doon nyo pwedeng balikan yung mga episodes na na-miss nyo para or pag-research nyo para malaman nyo mapanood nyo ulit, right? So please, and if you come across our YouTube channel, please like and subscribe, okay? Help us help others, help us share more information by liking and subscribing to our YouTube channel. So yes, if you have any questions, please feel free to field your questions through my messenger, through my Facebook page. Text me or email me at jbautista@gmail.com so that I will be able to address your concerns and your questions and suggestions po also about topics that you want to talk about here, or kung meron kayong mga problemang pwedeng ma-address namin or matulungan, right? Please feel free to email it to me or text me or message me about it, okay? So thank you so much, okay? Thank you so much for all your support, and thank you for watching today. And as I always say, huwag pong mawawala ng pag-asa. what we have to do all the time is to be thankful. When we wake up to a new day, we say thank you. We have to keep our faith, hope, and love alive. Okay? Faith, wag mawala ng pag-asa that tomorrow is going to be an even better day than today. So thank you so much for joining me. Maraming salamat po.
Inyong natunghayan at napakinggan ang mga makabagong pamamaraan sa mundo ng online sa pamamagitan pa rin ng Broad Streamcast Communicators. Hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat po.